New York, baby. And, MoMA. One thing that strikes you walking around this city is it makes a lot of statements. Now, people are always saying that New Yorkers like to say what they think and give their opinions readily. Well, the whole city does. The whole city reflects this kind of desire to make big statements. And it taps into something that I've often banged on about in a sort of semi-informed way, shooting my damn mouth off like a New Yorker as I would have, about the single idea. That's the single idea. It's a principle I felt for years, that any creative thing at all is at its best when it looks like it's focused, when it looks like it absolutely knows its own mind, and isn't trying to be half a dozen things at once. Well, New York is full of these things. Think of the most iconic statements of this city, the things that you first want to see when you're walking around this enormous place. It's the Empire State, isn't it? And it's the Rockefeller Center, or it's, my goodness, it's the Chrysler Building. Have you seen the Chrysler? If you're ever lucky enough to be in the city, just go into the atrium, go into the foyer rather, and see the lift doors in the Chrysler Building are made of 4 types of wood I've never even heard of. It's a stunning work of art, but it's single-minded in that it's one very iconic shape at the end of the day, all fed by things that feel like they're from the same world, this very modernist 20th century dream of what? Business. They're all cathedrals to making money. And everybody comes here to do that. Everybody comes here to make money and to live the American dream, and business was the single-minded thing in the 1930s when the Empire State and the Chrysler and the others went up. But I found a new way of putting it today. The lovely First Lady of MoMA and I have been wandering around and not necessarily doing what others might do. We haven't taken in a show or, I don't know, gone shopping in Tiffany's, though obviously she's there now buying shoes, because as you know, that's the main thing she'd do. We've been looking at buildings, gutterings, gratings, details, things like, bits of concrete behind us and, things in the public realm like these very pretty trees, to see what makes a strong idea. And we came up with this phrase: show me the napkin. She was saying in her capacity it can be very hard to get from a very detailed flat drawing of a building what the spirit of it is, to spot something that will in fact be good and strong and appropriate to the heritage of the place it's sitting in. It can be hard for even experienced planners and designers to get what it will really deliver, what it'll really feel like, look like, be like in the environment. And I think you get to see what it really looks like, feels like, be like in an environment by seeing what the first inspiration was of the bloke who came up with it. What was the scribble on the napkin, the piece of inspiration? And if you look back over Le Corbusier or any of the big names that are these big icons, these titans of buildings, the Guggenheim, you can see that drawn on a napkin when you go there, and everything inside it feeds that one idea. I think that first sketch, like trying to record, like hearing a great band live, and then trying to capture it in the studio, can often kill the sound. Great art is delivered in sympathy to the napkin idea. It's made me think about music and whether I have a strong enough single idea for the next Momo LP, and I think I do. And then it's how do you deliver it? Do you keep it simple? Do you get distracted with things? Because I always am distracted with things. And do you make it overly complicated? Because as we know in the world of Momo tempo, more is usually more. But in the end, there has to be a single idea to make it strong. And something about New York is making me think big, bold and simple. I need to get scribbling on a napkin, don't I? Show me the napkin.